Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag 50 stack challenge number 7. This is a 25-week prompt assignment challenge. Each week I draw 2 prompts out of my bag. All the prompts are in here from the beginning of the challenge. So I draw 2. I don't even know what I'm going to pick. I often have people ask me, can I have a list of the prompts for the challenge? I don't have a list because each week I'm drawing 2 prompts out of the bag, so I don't even know what they will be until they happen. So each week, if you come here to my YouTube channel or go to my Instagram, you will find the prompts there. All right, so the idea is after I draw the 2 prompts is to make one piece of ephemera for each of the prompts. So for example, last week we drew number 9, which was tissue paper, and I made a little, it's cicada wing paper, but tissue paper pocket that'll get glued down to a journaling page. So yes, it is a little floppy right now, but it would get glued straight down onto the page, and then this edge is folded over, so it makes a great pocket and a little tag to go inside. So that was tissue paper. That's what I made. You don't have to do Christmas. So if you're like, I don't celebrate Christmas, I don't make Christmas journals, whatever the thing is, you can just use tissue paper. Just use a piece of tissue paper and you're fine. Okay, so number 10 was label. I again did a Christmas piece. I have done fall for this challenge as well. I've done just regular ephemera too in the past, but anyway, label. So I've put all these labels on this playing card to make like a little tuck frame. You can tuck stuff this way too. So if you wanted to, you could slide a photograph into that piece, or you can just keep the little journaling card there. I didn't back it yet. I still need to stitch around it. But anyway, you get the idea. You could use just one label. You don't have to use a whole bunch of labels. You can just use one, and that fills the challenge. So, okay, so, and you can choose any substrate that you want. You don't have to make something like I made. You can go entirely different. You interpret it the way you want to interpret it and have fun with it. So we're on 11 and 12. 11 will be cracked. So probably something that looks cracked, right? However you want to interpret that. Number 11, cracked. Or you could even have, like, if you have some kind of crackle paint, something, whatever. However you get a crack, that's what will work. I can grab just one here. 12, nope. Just one. Okay, 12, wallpaper. So if you do not have wallpaper, like I don't have a ton of wallpaper, use a digital. That's just fine. Or if you have some scrapbook paper that kind of looks like wallpaper, go for it. I have, like in my shop, I have the Alaskan wallpaper. Those are photographs that I took of old wallpaper in Alaska. I may use that. I may use something else. But all I'm saying is you don't have to have actual wallpaper, so don't feel like, oh, I can't do it because I don't have wallpaper. All right, so I'm going to get some things together. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So what I have, the first one we're going to do is number 11, which is cracked. I have some pieces over here, a piece of manila file folder, and this piece of paper, which is from my gray grunge digital, and you can see it looks cracked. So that's what I'm using for cracked. You can, like I said, do like crackle paste or any of those kind of things. I don't have any of those, but this will work just fine. What I'm going to do first, I almost blew it right there, but I'm going to take this picture and put her on here, but I kind of want her under this little section right here. So I'm going to cut that with a X-Acto blade. So how is everybody? I hope you guys are well. I'm doing good. Just having a nice day. It's cooled off. So it's quite lovely. I don't know how much I need. I don't need to cut all the way down to there. Just to like here, I guess. So this is a fun thing to do sometimes with papers, is cut a certain part out and, you know, put your item, whatever it is, underneath that part. I mean, obviously, I could just put it over the top too, but... So I'm going to tuck her in there like that. That just gives you some more dimension and whatnot on that. And then I think I'm going to cover the back where that opening is. And then I think I'm going to turn the whole thing into a pocket, which is also what I'm doing with the next one. That's what must be on my mind today. But you could just obviously glue it straight down and then just have a nice big journaling card. We're going to do other stuff to it too, but let's see. I think I'll just have this piece of copy dyed that'll work. I just want to, when I glue that down, come back here, which you don't have to do, but cover this, and I'm going to go all the way to the edge since something will be sliding in and out, so that it's not getting, you know, caught up on that corner or something like that and then end up tearing the whole shebang, right? So I need to say hugs and blessings to Trina, Catherine. I have two Catherines, so hugs and blessings to both of you. Louise and Melinda. Thank you for watching. Thank you for always kind comments. A couple of you are new, so yeah, it's great to have everybody. So welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those of you that have been with me for a long time or a short time. I'm not going to put glue on that corner over there, just so that it'll be a little easier to slide it in. So yeah, this paper, I was like, what am I going to do? What do I want to do? And then I was looking through my giant stack of, it's actually a whole bin of paper, digitals that I've printed and haven't used, you know. So I was looking through all of that and found this one, and it has lots of cracked pages actually, so it's a great one to use. And who doesn't like little gray grunge there, or grunge, yeah, gray grunge is I think what I named it. It's kind of a nice fall one too, just because it has some of these type of flowers. They kind of look like dried flowers or something. So that's a fun thing to use in a autumn kit. And then I'm going to put glue stick all over this piece. Oh, one of you, was it Donna? I think it was Donna, told me that you can get the glue sticks on Amazon, and it says pack or one or something like that, but then it's a pack of 4. So it's like one box of 4 glue sticks. I thought it was just one glue stick. So that is a bit confusing. So just make sure you read if you go on there and order. I don't know why they have to make it so complicated. It used to be easy. It was just like, oh, we're selling 4 glue sticks all together. Why do we have to be cryptic? I don't know. So anyways. Okay, so then I will turn this into a pocket, and we're going to ink around the outside of that too, but I might wait till I get it on here. And then so this I'm only going to glue on the 3 sides, and then that will be a pocket. But do I want a thumb notch? I kind of do, but I want to keep that flower there. This is really wanting to go crazy warpy. Sorry, I'm trying to decide where I think sort of center is. I'm probably off, but so what kind of things are you guys up to? Anything fun? You got any trips planned? I know a lot of people go like in October or the fall, just because I it's generally not quite as crazy as summer vacations because everybody's out and about in the summer. Which is probably a very good idea, judging from the cruise that we went on. That was crazy. I mean, some places were just fun, but some of the more well-known places were a little more hectic than I can manage. It's not a place for people with anxiety, I'll just say that. That fringe thing at Edinburgh was, whoa. Yeah, I don't know how people do it that live there. I think I would not leave my house on those events. And I grew up in a tourist town, and we did get crazy busy sometimes, but as I get older, I just can't do it anymore. It just really gets to me, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And then, of course, my poor family has to deal with me. I don't do anything weird. Like, I just get that deer in the headlights thing happening. My daughter had to look at me one time when we were at the Fringe and just be like, Mom, you're okay. It's like, thank you. I needed that. Oh, this has ideas. Great. I didn't realize I did that. I'll have to cover the back of that with something. I guess if you glued it down to a page, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, that was obviously a idea folder I had going on there. Like I said, I took all these folders out and cleaned them all out, took all the digitals out and put it in a bin so that I force myself, like before I started this project, I have to go through the bin and see what papers I can use because they were just sitting over there and I was never using them. So, is it hanging over that side too? So yeah, I don't know what the trick is with this paper thing. I just think sometimes it becomes overwhelming. But I think the more you go through what you have, you can realize I either need to just get rid of some of this or, use it or whatever. Instead of, I was even printing things over again that I already had printed. Just because you're like, oh, I forget they're over there and I need that page or whatever. So, I mean, it's a much better system. They're all filed, but obviously I wasn't going through it. So, anyway, blah, 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 me. The other thing, I forgot to do. I was going to cut along there too. I totally forgot about that. I wonder if I could slide something in there and then just cut carefully. That might be doable. Let's see, what could I put in there? Hold on just a minute. Okay, I am back. I put a piece of this Tim Holtz packaging in there because it's double-sided. So I could cut this along this edge here. You can see I cut it. So that'll be another little tuck pocket that I wanted to put a tag in. So and this is all cracked too, so I like that. And this is just a piece of the paper that I'm gonna glue together to make a tag. So nothing complicated, just, sometimes look at your papers and think about, is there a spot that would be kind of cool to cut, so you could tuck a little something in there. And then we can cut this like a tag. a little bendy because it's wet, but I think it'll be fine. It's 2 layers of paper. Oh my goodness, you little stinker. These things sometimes make me crazy. It's probably because the paper's a little bit wet from the glue, so it wants to not come out of there. Why you gotta be difficult? Oh, that one's lost forever. Okay, I want her on this side, and this is one of my people of the past photos. So we're gonna have to open the box. You can't get any ink if you don't have the box open. These are already pretty grungy. I made them grungy on purpose because that's how I wanted them. So they're fun to play with. This needs a little more grunge, I think. I'll put her right there. Maybe if I can grab a hold of it. So this piece would be great, almost like a belly band even. You could even have another tuck underneath of it. So yeah, there's lots of things happening with that one. Then I have this flower, which is, you know, similar yellows. That's gonna go with her over here. Maybe a little piece of this, like not the whole thing. This is one of those Tim Holtz, those border pieces that he does. Strips. This is just a leftover bit, but I like it in the grays. It's gonna cover up some of my cracks, but that's okay. That's okay. Can still see them just fine. Maybe this is her daughter, or it was her when she was younger. Don't know. And it'll get stitched around. Uh-oh, I didn't even check if this is going to fit. Oh, it does. It does fit. Hallelujah. So it'll just kind of go like that, and then it'll have fabric or whatever. And then in this bigger pocket, I'm going to put a piece of coffee dyed paper. So nothing... You don't have to always make something to go in every pocket. You can use old paper. I was going to use some ledger, but I folded it in half and it cracked. That would have gone with the theme. However, it probably wouldn't have lasted very long. So, oh, wait, on here I want to put these. Could write there, but shh, who needs writing space? You got this whole piece of paper and the back of the bag. Can't leave this all undone. So that's from my paint and play kit, the new one, with random little paint chips and playing board or cards or whatever. So, and then this is my old stuff kit, this house. I just kind of wanted to do like, still, I see white. No white allowed. I like having these little paint chip things. I think those are a fun little addition now to stuff. Could make that into another tuck, but I'm not going to. I'll contain myself, but you definitely could. It's on some cardstock, so it would work good, but we're gonna call it good for this one. What did I do with my... Always got to get too much glue somewhere. And on here, I'm going to stamp my crackle stamp. Do I want it in black? I'm trying to decide. Maybe black, just so it shows up. Might stamp off once, just so it's not so black. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and do one of these too. For more cracks. Do I want to go like right over it? I think we're going to, oh, well, that's going there now. Hopefully that didn't just destroy it. Yeah, just give you more cracks. I don't know, because I'm going to put this bird here anyway. Almost looks like spider webs. But we definitely have some cracked, cracked. I said cracked. That's what the prompt is, cracked bits. And this was a piece that I stamped, Tim Holtz stamp, and then splattered with gesso and gold paint and dipped it in wet ink, Tim Holtz Distress Oxides. So that's how it got all the colors and things on it. And then that'll go in here, and then you can just pull that out and write on a whole piece of paper, basically. Almost, not quite, but pretty close. And then we have, that's what I have for cracked. Could even do just a little, let's do stamping off. Come down here. I mostly push on the edges, not as much on the house. So it just gets a little bit like that. I don't think I need it anywhere else. I think that's all I'm going to do. Okay. So, voila. Cracked. And then we have wallpaper, and for wallpaper, I'm going to use this. And this is from my all-in-one winter journal. So it's a journal kit in my Etsy shop, and it's meant to be a journal page. But anyway, it's like a whole kit. You can make a whole journal with just the kit and maybe a few extra little tidbits if you want. There are all kinds of things to cut out and glue. There's pockets, basically everything you need to make one small winter journal. It's not like full size because it has to be, I'm trying to look and see if I can see mine. I don't see it right now, and I don't want to stop the video again. But anyway, it's a whole journal that isn't really big because it has to fit on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper so that you can print it out at your house. But yeah, it's a whole journal kit basically. So if you're just beginning, you can make yourself your own winter journal. Okay, and I have videos on that too that you can search for. They're in a playlist. So definitely a good thing to do if you're just starting, because then it's no stress. If you mess it up, print out another piece of paper. And there's no, you might want to use like a manila file folder to make the cover a little bit stronger, like glue your cover pages to manila file folder or cardboard or something like that, just to make it a little stronger. But you're not using anything vintage or expensive or whatever, so it's just kind of a good way to start. Plus they make great gifts, so even if you have been making journals forever, if you want to make somebody a Christmas journal and just have everything ready to go, those are great for that. So this is one of the bigger size guest checks, and I got mine at Walmart. No idea where else you can get them. That's just where I got mine. So these ones measure almost 6 3/4 by 4 1/4. So they're a decent size area to create on. Sometimes the other ones are a little bit narrow, like you feel like you're constricted maybe. I like these because they're a little bit wider. And then just a piece of manila file folder. We're going to do basically the same thing we just did. I want to do the thumb notch though. Where did I put my, do you guys see it? Am I losing it? Oh my word. Well, I guess I'll use this. Oh, it's right there. It's okay, I'll just use this. My whale tail, they work good for a thumb notch too. Right in front of my nose. I'm a little high on that. Oh well. I never can get those right. You just have to say, I meant to do that. What do you mean? It's perfectly the way I wanted it. Yeah, I just think that paper looks like wallpaper to me. So that's what I was trying to tell you. If you don't have like old wallpaper or wallpaper in general, just use something that looks like wallpaper. It's fine. It's supposed to be fun and easygoing and no stress. So just have fun with it. And I've heard a couple of you that are participating in making videos mention that you have to hurry and catch up or whatever. You don't have to catch up. Go at whatever pace you're comfortable with and do them when you can. Like if you're not done when we're done, you'll just keep going. And I usually end up taking like a week or 2 or whatever in between. So just depending on what I've got going on before I start another one. So don't stress about it. It's not meant to be stressful. It's just meant to help build up your ephemera stash, which it definitely works for that, because let me tell you, I have kind of an overload of ephemera. But I also do the inspired by videos and all that, and that definitely builds up the ephemera too. All right, so that is a little pocket again. Not a lot different than the last piece, but I just must have been in that mood or something. Well, the other one I wasn't gonna do like that, but I decided to, so I'm just gonna tear a piece of this quote-unquote wallpaper. This, I went digging through my box again, and I found this. So I think you gotta have that paper out where you remember to dig through it, or you just have to force yourself every time you start a project, go, okay, I need stuff, go dig through there. Because that darn scraps, man, they will bury you if you're not paying attention. And some of the littler pieces of stuff I've just started throwing away. I'm just like, I can't cannot. The stuff that I really hoard the worst is like the old vintage papers, just because you don't know if you're going to find any again. So those I do tend to get a little crazy with squirreling away, but so I'm going to put that in the middle kind of. I like the numbers and all that of guest checks. I don't like to cover my guest checks entirely. I sort of feel like if you're going to cover the entire thing like a guest check or a what are they called? Sorry that a truck just drove up for a delivery and it totally blew my brain out of the water. A flashcard or any of those kind of things, if you cover them completely, you might as well just use a piece of paper, is the way I look at it. I could be wrong. That's possible. Okay, so there's my wallpaper. And then I have some other pieces from that all-in-one winter journal kit. It's nice having my husband around because he can grab deliveries. Not that I have to get it right this second anyway, but it's probably our Hello Fresh food. Which for us is fantastic because we do not waste near as much food as when I buy stuff at the grocery store. Because the packaging is too big for two people for the most part, I feel like. And you just end up tossing a lot of stuff. This is some like velvety ribbon I want to put across here and kind of tuck her waist in there a little bit. I don't know what it is about those cut off people. It looks weird to me if something's not under them. Is that just me? It's like something's wrong here, so I don't know. It looks weird. Okay, so I think I want that about there, and she's gonna go about there. I think that'll work. So I'm gonna leave her set there for a second. So this could be Christmas journal or just a winter journal. All sort of 1800s. What does this one say? 1881? Sticky paper. Now, of course, you could do this. You don't have to turn it into a pocket. These are just fun, easy pockets with quite a bit of room. So they're kind of nice. I love the Victorian scrap, German scrap. It's so cool. It's like one of my favorite things. I wish I had a whole bunch of actual new real real stuff. Oh, I'm glad I thought of this. I have also these poinsettias are in the all-in-one winter journal. Nice icy blue, pretty. Just kind of want it. Trying to figure out the best way so that I don't cover a ton of her up. Okay. I got this at one of those, I I don't know what they call them, yard sale things or whatever, where it's just like stuff that people either send back to Amazon or wherever, and there's just lots of it. I haven't been to one of those in a while because I heard people get all kinds of sicknesses from those places. But anyways, that's where I got this big spools of this. I got this color and a kind of brown color. Oh, I always forget it kind of shows the glue behind it. I'm not a fan of that. You got to kind of get some on the end too because it does unravel. Okay, and what else do I have? I have other stuff. I have snowflakes. And these snowflakes are in my shop. They're cut on our one or the other of the laser printers. Cutters, printers, whatever they're called. Don't ever buy a Glowforge. I can't repeat that enough. I heard they're going out of business and then they're not, and then I don't know what's going on with them, but don't ever buy one. Because the minute your warranty's gone, they won't even hardly answer your emails if you have a problem, and they don't support, like, you can't fix it yourself. It's, I mean, you can fix it yourself with their parts, but a lot of times they don't have their parts in stock. I think our motherboard went down and they don't support it, you know, like new software for it. It's just a nightmare, so don't buy one. I think some of the other ones are good. I don't really know, but I like we have a We Create, but it's fairly new, so I have no idea if it's gonna be the same thing or not. It works well, but who knows? They're fantastic as long as you keep paying for a warranty. They'll contact you back and all the things. But the minute that runs out, you got a big, expensive paperweight. So this is just another tag to go inside of that. Made with the same kit. Paper towel. Yeah, there's an add-on for the winter one. There's a Valentine's all-in-one journal kit. I feel like there's one more, but maybe it was just the 3. The add-on isn't its own journal. It's part of this winter one. So I think it's just 2 full journals. Put that on there very well. Okay, then for her, I have one of these, that's from that, oh, what was it? I don't remember what it was called, but I bought a kit of just Christmas words, and this was in there, and I'll try to remember to link the shop. If I forget, just remind me, and I'll give you the link. And this is in the All-in-One Winter Journal. I'm not great with the word digitals. That isn't my wheelhouse, I guess. But there's lots of them on Etsy if you go look. I just searched up Christmas labels and got that, so they're not hard to find. I think I wanted this about here. And then snow. And I'm not going to put any snowflakes on this one. There's snow in the background, so I figure, you know, you get it. And I probably won't add anything to the top of this one. I may add some fabric or some type of pull to the side. But that is what I have for wallpaper. I know I just have the one little piece of wallpaper, but that's all you need. Just a little something to fill the, oh, Amy, prompt. I thought I glued that closed with the ribbon. That wouldn't have been great. But yeah, I'll put something there so you can pull that out. So I have cracked for number 11, cracked, and wallpaper for 12. So yeah, those were super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.